Hey buddies, I have something really special to show you today. I got to experience a VR headset and games. My cousin has one of them and it was super cool. This video is going to have the footage of me playing different games with the VR system and my thoughts post-play. Butterfly and try it out. Hi, butterfly. I started with the tutorial, which is a really simple and fun program. You learn how to use the controller, you learn how to center yourself, teaches you how it feels, and you play a couple games. You play fetch with an Arctic fox and you have to launch a coconut around, and it just gives you the vibe of how this system is going to play with you.
No!
I then moved on to the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them game. It was beyond cool. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. Having myself in Newt Scamander's little clubhouse before going to help feed his animals was a dream. It was amazing. Everything felt so close and so real and so there. When you go out and just stick your hand out, it's not like 3D where your hand kind of goes through it, but I've never experienced something quite like it. There are 3D experiences that are also very cool, but this is something else. I played a few different games. I played a London Underground sewer walk, which basically is you in a tunnel walking around with a flashlight in your hand and they tell you facts about the underground. It was really spooky because at one point I'm in a space that it has the walls very close to you, and despite my being in a very big living room, I crumpled my shoulders and felt confined and almost not claustrophobic, but had that weary feeling of being in a very close-quartered situation. It was also very strange for me to have the illusion of walking despite having not walked in a couple months now. So that was both exciting and odd all at the same time. So the second game I played was a racing game, but you're not racing against other people, you're trying to find circles with power-ups in them. You are a fighter jet, you have your little remote, and you're flying. I instantly felt like I was going super fast the minute I turned on the game. It has mountains and peaks and valleys flying at you. You're not actually in the ship. You see the ship ahead of you, and then everything is flying by you. So you're driving, but then you turn and you can run into those hills and spikes. And when you do it, your ship explodes. It was also really fun and charged at the same time, even if your run was, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. Finally, and this is the last one, I experienced a visual story. Now, this was about D-Day. It's called 1944, and you are a paratrooper soldier in war, and you're sitting on a plane with a bunch of other soldiers. You get a very basic character foundation that attaches you to your character, and then the plane gets hit, and you have to jump off the plane into a war-filled sky.
Oh my god.
There are bullets, planes, other soldiers, parachutes, and you are up so high. You're not playing this, you're watching. It's not a game. It's an experience. And that is what completely changed my whole view on what VR could be.
What are your thoughts?
Oh my god. I mean, like, you can't look at everything fast enough. It's you, like, that could have been 2 hours or 10 seconds. It's crazy. I mean, the only reason why I knew I was still in the computer chair was because at one point when we jumped out of the plane, I held onto the chair so that I didn't jump out of the plane. Oh, this is gonna be nuts in a few years. Give them like 3 months?
6 months. 6 months tops.
Holy Moses. Okay. Alright, well, I'm freaked out and awesomazed and awesomized. That's not a word. It's snazzy how awesome people are to think of being able to do this. Man, oh man, that was beautiful.
The goggles themselves are pretty big. You get a red line on your forehead and a little bit on your cheek because it kind of sits there, and it has a strap in the back. You plug in your headphones to a phone that sits on the front because the system only actually works with a certain type of phone. Now, I think that the system is really cool, it's compact, it's sleek looking. The only criticism I have is when you have to tighten it to your head, you have to put it snug enough so that it stays on your face and doesn't move and wobble. But having it so tight on your head makes it so that at one point it does push on your face and on your forehead, and you either get a headache from that or it just starts hurting your face and you start twitching and flinching more to try and push it up off your face. Now, I know that a lot of you have seen probably gamers play with the Oculus Rift and stuff like that, but this is different. It's not gaming specific. You don't need a huge space to play. You don't need to walk around. You just need to sit and be. It opens up a completely new world to be creative. Imagine being in the center of a concert and having a concert around you. Imagine having to take classes where you learn at home through virtual reality and then go into school for practical, hands-on, interactive workshops. All the difficulties and problems in the world where you could possibly not attend something now becomes possible again. This is a big deal, and it needs to not just be dropped because it's new technology and seems intimidating. It needs to be grasped and run with because there are so many creative minds out there just waiting for a new avenue to explore that this could be it for them. If this becomes mainstream, this could explode into a whole new branch of learning, of teaching, of connecting, of community. I hear often that we are desensitized from what we see on the news, from horrific tragedies, that it's just another dead body or it's another tragedy, why do I have to watch this again, and you change the channel. With VR, you can have news be where you are. If you were to watch the news in VR, you're not watching this video having been taken at a different country. You are in that country watching a bomb fall next to you. That makes a situation go from away from you to next to you. It makes it real again. It gives it the importance it merits. It gives it the importance it deserves and has always needed it to have. Not only can news benefit from this, but science can benefit from this. History can benefit from this. You can learn by being there, by seeing, by experiencing. Any kind of training at all can now be a virtual reality situation. The hypothetical is diminished now to a very small possibility of you actually encountering it. Because it's one thing to see someone else encounter a situation, it's another to be the person there. This was my first experience and these are my thoughts. I intend on having many, many more, and the minute that I can get my hands on this and it becomes available to more phones and accessed by more people, I will be there. I don't want this to be left behind. I think this is huge. As I said, probably 60 times now, but keep your ears open, keep your eyes out, and if you're excited about this like I am, start writing down ideas, start looking into it, do your research, get there, get creative, because this is cool, man! Come on! Virtual reality! This is space stuff! Not only is this cool, this is important. This is big for not only kids. This is big for everyone. We can't let this get dropped. We can't let this be pushed aside. Not this one. Thank you so much. I want to say a big thank you to Val for filming 90% of those videos that you saw, and a big thank you to AJ for getting it all set up so that I could experience this, and just get ready. That's it. See ya! I'm watching an ad on VR.